Chick-fil-A hires VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Twitter says it's going woke. I am a huge Chick-fil-A fan. We would buy Chick-fil-A periodically. We have, when we do our big Fridays here with the company, order a bunch of food, a bunch of sushi, a bunch of burgers. What do we get? Sometimes we do a big order of Chick-fil-A because it's delicious, because they have great chicken, and for a while they had good values. But now I will never order Chick-fil-A again. Mark my words. Now look, don't get me wrong. We order local for the most part. Fast food restaurants like Chick-fil-A, these are sole owned. They're franchises, but my understanding is that Chick-fil-A only allows for one company or person to own one store. Chick-fil-A hired a VP of the death cult. Here's Chick-fil-A.com. Chick-fil-A Inc.'s commitment to non-harassment and diversity, equity, and inclusion. The new God. Do you know what DEI means? It's day. It's the singular for Deus. It means God. That's what they're literally saying. It is a religion, a cult, as it were. And they've now got their cult in Chick-fil-A. When has a company ever hired a priest? Did Chick-fil-A have a chief Christian officer to come in and espouse Christian morals and values? They didn't even do that, did they? Now they have a DEI officer. Here's what y'all need to do. Stop buying from Chick-fil-A. Send them an email. Let them know. Say, you know what? We used to come here all the time because you were a good Christian establishment, but now we won't. You must. You cannot let Chick-fil-A go. Now's an opportunity. The news is breaking just now, but they've got this cult guy, this Eric McReynolds, a cultist, a serious deranged cultist. I have no problem saying that because he's a death cult proponent. They call it DAY. I call it DIE. Diversity, inclusivity, and equity. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. DIE, the DIE cult. They want to hire this guy? Fine. Why would I give them any money? That's it. Chick-fil-A, you're done. This is brazen and overt. And if we are going to call out Bud Light, and we're going to call out Target, then we absolutely must not tolerate what Chick-fil-A is doing here. You can't do it. Here's the story from Alabama.com. Is Chick-fil-A going woke? That's the reaction on social media now that the popular restaurant has reports on its website that Eric McReynolds is the VP of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Chick-fil-A restaurants have long been recognized as a place where people know they will be treated well. Modeling care for others starts in the restaurant, and we are committed to ensuring mutual respect, understanding, and dignity everywhere we do business. You see, I'll tell you what happened. Chick-fil-A was trying to make money, and they were Christian. And then they donated, what did they donate to, like the Boys and Girls Clubs of America or something? The left protested. And Chick-fil-A said, Christians don't care and do nothing. And the left is protesting. Cater to the left. For the most part, it worked. The right complained and hemmed and hawed a little bit, but the right typically did nothing. So now, when faced with external pressure, only from the left, they say, they drop to their knees in front of the death cult and say, I will do whatever you tell me. Buy Chick-fil-A, ain't buying your garbage anymore. No, I'll admit it, your food's good, but your values are garbage. This is garbage. And you know what? Garbage in, garbage out. You want to go full cult? Fine, so be it. And I wonder if Chick-fil-A can really handle something like this. I know they're trying to expand Chick-fil-A's into big, dense urban populations, but fine. You want to be the diversity, equity, and inclusion cult restaurant? You've done it. You've embodied it. You are now this. The left wanted to claim you were religious. Nah, you're cultists now. They say the tenets are good business practice and crucial to fulfilling our corporate purpose. The establishment makes it known. The corporate purpose is to glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to us, to have a positive influence on all who come into contact with Chick-fil-A. The site stresses one of our core values at Chick-fil-A Inc. is that we are better together when we combine our unique backgrounds and experiences with a culture of belonging. We can discover new ways to strengthen the quality of care we deliver to customers, to the communities we serve, and to the world. We understand that getting better at together means we learn better, blah, blah, blah. Many are debating the idea that Chick-fil-A's Christian values may or may not support diversity, equity, and inclusion. One person says Many of the responses to him that they thought Chick-fil-A had Christian values. Apparently supporting diversity, equity, and inclusion is anti-Christian. Fascinating take. It is. DEI does not represent the words in and of themselves. Day is the cult, and it's a specific thing. Wokeness. Diversity. Do they support a diversity of worldviews? Of course they don't. They attack you if you disagree. Do they believe in equity? No. They believe in authority from major corporations and corporate power. That's not power to the people. Do they believe in inclusion? Of course they don't. They espouse racial slurs all the time. So of course Christian values do not equate with these nasty ideas. Someone said, why would you do this? You are supposed to be a Christian company. You should be caring what God thinks above all. Because they don't care. Amused tweets, sadly, Chick-fil-A is embracing day and ESG after being co-opted by race and trans activists who made it impossible for the organization to reflect the Christian values of its founder. Marxists won't allow belief in Jesus Christ. And here's a picture for, I don't know where it's from, but it's drag queens eating Chick-fil-A, surrounded by Chick-fil-A products. I know Chick-fil-A is delicious, but you know what? Is Taco Bell woke? I don't know. Just don't go to Chick-fil-A. I know Chick-fil-A's quality is pretty good. It's time to go somewhere else. I hereby call on Jeremy Boring to open a chicken sandwich restaurant. Good luck, sir. I mean, maybe we can do it. Look, man, I wish we had more resources. It's not about money. It's somewhat about money, but it's really about mental capacity. Because we're trying as hard as we can to move things along, but it just takes time to build. I thought this coffee shop was going to be open way sooner, but we got to do construction. The floors got to get taken out. It could take a year. I wish we had better means of getting this done. We may be, now it is, I will say, we probably could buy a lot and do a pop-up faster because we're fixing this whole historic building. It's massive and we've got multiple floors and a couple different businesses will operate from it. Perhaps we could put up a steel frame building, insulated, and then just make a chicken sandwich shop really, really quickly. Maybe we've got to do something like that. I don't know if we have the resources right now. That's the thing. But I would love to get to that point where I could one-up Jeremy Boring. He wants to launch a razor company. Let's start building fast food chicken sandwich shops. I mean it. I'm not even kidding. Jack Posobiec and I were talking about doing Papa Jack's Pizza Shack and bringing back that good, that wholesome place where you'd sit down with your family's salad bar and you'd get pizza and they'd have the rewards for, reading books and stuff like the Book It stuff. That still exists, I'm pretty sure, but Pizza Hut's become an outlet in a mall, like a strip mall. No more going with the family to Pizza Hut. We got to bring that stuff back. We got to build and bolster family and community, and that's what we're going to do. Bud Light may be collapsing. Target's taking a big hit. Next up, Chick-fil-A. I'm sad to say it because I love Chick-fil-A sauce. We bought a bunch of Chick-fil-A sauce. I think we have it downstairs. No, I can't support it. I mean it. I'm genuinely like, you want to embrace the cult? Fine. The day cult, I'm not. Tell your friends. Tell them seriously. Let's make the Bud Light effect. Let's make it law. And I mean like physical market law, not legal. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m.